Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And he was certainly solid, maybe a little bit more last week in his NFL debut, threw a couple of touchdown passes and earned his first victory. Now, we all know it's not going to be easy from here, but at least now, to win at this level.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. They keep it with Henry on first down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 25 carries, 131 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Henry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. The Titans at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A timeout for an injured player, and it looks like it's Traylon Burks who's in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command. defenses, but definitely look to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
They go jet sweep here with Chart. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get this down to the 10. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Running from the gun with Henry. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are on the board first here this afternoon. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Penny up the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a... to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
A look at the numbers from Penny last week. 21 carries, 73 yards.
As a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Well, this defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win. 52
yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse for this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hill. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Check right, opposite, green, Smith, red.
Inside handoff, Penny. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Taken in at the 22. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on, you're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, Plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, they stop him. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
From the 36, Tua. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Tua now on first down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Touchdown! Mike Gesicki from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. He's definitely making his mark early in the year from the tight end position. 2 games played, 2 touchdowns.
And from what I've seen on tape so far this year, his ability to use the fakes well, his body in the red zone, they should continue to look his way through the entire season.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Titans now. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Well, let's gaze our attention as the offense takes the field on Rashad Penny. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Penny. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Penny. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Looking to pass. Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Tua going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 70. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry. He just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out at the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Holding offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And he's got his big tight end here. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a play fake here on first down. Check down here for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And behind the chain, 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Robert Woods, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was...
Down. Ready, go. Set.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Room here to run. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive of the third quarter. Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. And this is incomplete. Looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken at the 18. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Henry up the middle and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. A 1st down carry for Henry. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points. 2nd and 9 now. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at a line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They begin with a run by Penny. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, nice move. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week. Now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Opposite. Green. Smith. Red.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting the field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll look. That you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. Up second down.
Here we go, set.
Tua going to throw. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. Couple of Alabama guys here. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they do finally get him at the 12. 146 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5. Not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th.
Ready, set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Agba that time able to drop him for a loss. Well, certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here.